Have you ever loved something so deeply, but felt like the world wouldn't understand it? That's the heart of this story. Wakana Gojo is a quiet high school boy with a dream that doesn't exactly fit the mold. He wants to become a master Hina doll maker, not a baseball player, not a rock star, a doll artist. But after being judged and ridiculed for that passion as a kid, Gojo spent his life hiding it, terrified of being mocked again. But his quiet little world, it's about to be turned upside down by a girl named Marin Kitagawa, and the total opposite of everything Gojo is. Loud, beautiful, popular, fearless. When their paths cross, everything changes. This is My Dress Up Darling. Episode 1. A story about embracing what you love and finding someone who accepts you for exactly who you are. Let's dive in. Wakana Gojo lives with his grandfather in a traditional Japanese house that also serves as a Hina doll workshop. From the moment we meet him, he seems gentle, reserved, and very isolated. Every morning starts with careful rituals. He's sweeping, polishing the floors, quietly eating breakfast with his grandpa. It's calm, peaceful, but also a little lonely. His passion, painting the delicate faces of traditional Hina dolls and sewing their tiny ornate kimonos. This isn't just a hobby, it's his life. Ever since he was a kid, he's been completely mesmerized by how beautiful and elegant the dolls are. But that love comes with baggage. Flashback to his childhood. Gojo excitedly shows a girl his favorite doll. Her reaction? Dolls are for girls! She screams, "You're so creepy!" That moment shattered him. From that day, Gojo decided to never speak about his passion again. He stopped trying to make friends, stopped talking to classmates, just kept his head down and buried himself in his craft. Fast forward to the present. Gojo is a high school student now and still hiding. He spends lunch alone. He doesn't talk to anyone. But at home, he's diligently sewing kimonos, training to be a great craftsman like his grandfather. But deep down, he feels like he's living in a different world from everyone else. And then, she enters. Marin Kitagawa. Literally crashing into Gojo's world, both metaphorically and physically. The first time we really see her interact with Gojo is classic anime magic. During class, Marin's vibrant, extroverted personality is on full display. She's laughing, chatting, surrounded by friends. She's the type who seems like she has it all. Style, confidence, popularity. But Marin isn't just a pretty face. She's a full-blown otaku. She loves anime, games, and, most importantly, cosplay. Yup, she's been dying to cosplay her favorite character, Shizuku-tan, from an adult video game. The problem? She can't sew to save her life. Later that day, Gojo sneaks into the home AC room after school. Why? Because he's secretly using the school's sewing machine to work on a kimono for one of his Hina dolls. He thinks he's alone, carefully stitching in total focus, and when suddenly... The door swings open. Marin walks in and catches him red-handed. Gojo's face goes pale. He's convinced she's going to laugh or call him weird. He tries to hide what he's doing, but it's too late. But instead of judgment, Marin lights up. She's amazed by his sewing skills. "Wait, you made that? That's insane," she says. "You're like a sewing god." Gojo doesn't know what to say. No one's ever complimented his work like this. He's completely stunned. Then Marin drops a bombshell. She's been trying to make a cosplay costume for Shizuku-tan, but it's been a disaster. Hot glue, uneven stitching, ripped fabric, and you name it. And seeing Gojo's talent, she's instantly like, "Will you help me make my cosplay?" Gojo freezes. She's confident, popular, gorgeous. And she's asking him, the quiet, awkward loner, for help. The moment is both hilarious and heartwarming. She's so blunt and he's so overwhelmed. He tries to come up with an excuse, but she keeps pushing. And by the end of the scene, she's practically begging him to say yes. This is where the heart of the episode really kicks in. Marin isn't just being nice. She genuinely respects Gojo's passion. She doesn't mock him, doesn't laugh. She celebrates it. And that hits Gojo hard. You can feel him thawing. For the first time since he was a kid, someone is looking at his work and saying, "This is cool." They sit down together, and Marin shows him her cosplay plan. a very revealing outfit with a lot of lace and leather. Gojo is absolutely flustered. His face turns red. He's never even imagined touching fabric like this, let alone making it. But Marin doesn't even notice. She's so passionate about Shizuku-tan, so into the idea of becoming her, that it makes Gojo start to feel inspired. Later that night, he's back at home lying awake in bed. He thinks about how happy Marin looked when she talked about cosplay, and he remembers how alive he felt when she asked for his help. In that moment, he realizes something. He's spent his whole life hiding from the world because of one person's cruelty. But Marin, someone who lives in the exact opposite world from him, saw his passion and called it beautiful. So the next day, he walks up to her, still nervous, still shy, and says, "I'll do it. I'll make your cosplay." And Marin? She literally jumps with excitement. Her eyes sparkle. She thanks him over and over, and for Gojo, that tiny smile on his face says it all. Something has changed. Episode 1 of My Dress Up Darling is more than just a rom-com setup. It's a powerful story about acceptance and the beauty of loving what you love, no matter how weird the world thinks it is. Gojo and Marin couldn't be more different on the surface, but they're both passionate people with big hearts. And now, their worlds are starting to collide through cosplay, creativity, and the pure joy of making something together. This episode sets the tone perfectly. It's funny, sweet, and packed with charm. The animation is gorgeous. The character designs pop. The emotional beats hit hard. And you can already tell, this isn't just a story about sewing clothes. It's about building confidence, breaking barriers, and finding friendship in the most unexpected places. And that's a wrap on episode 1 of My Dress Up Darling. From Gojo's quiet workshop to Marin's electric energy, this episode introduces us to a world full of heart, humor, and some seriously stylish cosplay. If you've ever felt different, if you've ever been afraid to share your passion, this anime will hit you right in the feels. What did you think of Gojo and Marin's first meeting? Would you cosplay Shizuku-tan? Drop a comment below, and let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this recap, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell, because episode 2 is even better, and you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and remember, never be ashamed of what you love.